Well, good to get the win at our bells, Sean.
Yeah, definitely. Thought the boys were brilliant today. It was a good, accomplished performance. We started the game really well. Then I think Llanelli come into it after about 20 minutes. They had about a 10-15 minute spell there. We finished the half strongly. At half time, we just said, listen, just carry on going, keep pressing, keep getting shots away. And yeah, thankfully, I mean, Brookie's taking his goal really well. And we managed to get the burden off our shoulders now about winning games 1-0, 3-0 at home in the Welsh Premier League. It might be a little bit rare to us, but we'll take it. But yeah, fine performance, and yeah, it's on to Kevin Drewers now on Friday.
Did you feel it was going to be another frustrating afternoon after a couple of missed chances in the first half? Yeah,
there was a couple of missed chances, and a couple of decisions maybe where we need to fizz things across goal instead of hanging things up and maybe not taking a shot and choosing to pass. But I felt it was a matter of time, to be fair. And Brookie's worked the yard really well, and he's finished it really well as well. And after that, I wouldn't say it was one-way traffic. That Llanelli were really dangerous on the break, but once we got the second, I think we settled down. And yeah, I'm happy for Kai coming off the bench there and making it 3. So like I said, a 3-0 victory at home. Clean sheet, another 3 points, and yeah, it's on to next week now.
This was match day 7. Would you have settled for 12 points out of the first 7 matches at the beginning of the season? Yeah,
definitely. It's a tough league. We're learning week by week, and things that you maybe get away with in the Hughes Grey Alliance, you simply don't get away with in the JD Welsh Premier League. And yeah, 12 points is a great return considering the first 5 fixtures that we had. Even going to the Met and Connors Keane winning there, performing really well against Newtown and TNS, and the argument being we maybe should have got something there too. Last week was deflating against Barry, against a very good Barry side. But the boys have trained really well this week, and there's been a little bit of banter thrown about, and we trained at a real good intensity. And this game, it was crucial. A lot of people were talking about it as a must-win, and I tried to sort of extinguish that. It's just another game at the end of the day. If we don't lose the game and keep a clean sheet, I'm happy. But to get 3 points and perform the way we did and score 3 goals on top of that, yeah, I'm absolutely made up with it.
Great. And what will be the plan for the next week before?
Next week, we're going to train. We're going to try and dissect this game, in areas that we've attacked really well, and areas in which we can brush up on defensively. We'll probably train the once, but we'll get a good session under our belts before we make the journey to the Druids, because the A55 is a bit of a nightmare at the minute for a few of the boys. But yeah, we've got 5 Friday fixtures now, and I've just touched on it with the boys there. The preparations are going to be altered. Eating wise, and maybe a half day in work here and there. But yeah, once we kick off against Kevin Drewers, we'll be rocking again and ready to go.
And finally, marciach yn y ddeg am y perfformiad heddiw.
Ar ôl y game, un ar ddeg, I think. We performed really well. We performed really well in both halves. Like you said, maybe a little bit frustrated after the first half, but once we got the one, I felt there was only maybe one team going to win it, and it's a very accomplished performance. And I know myself and Fish, a few of the boys, we're going to have a couple of beers now after to celebrate, and then we're back on the training ground next week.
Correct. Diolch yn fawr iawn, Sean.
Diolch, dim problem, Paul.